Alright guys, here's your video for tonight, and it's a special one. A lot of people have been asking me in my comments sections recently to do ponage of myself. In other words, to refute old videos that I made back in the day, now that I have a different outlook and a different perspective. Well, that's not something that I really want to spend a whole lot of time doing. You know, one thing about YouTube is that people who make videos here tend to get typecast. Your audience doesn't want you to change and grow and progress. They want you to just keep regurgitating things that you've done which they enjoy over and over and over and over again. And I really have no interest in doing that. But there is one video that I made years and years ago which I've wanted to pwn ever since. It's called Emo Old Fakesagan Brings the Gloominess. The video that Mendham loved. In fact, reference is made to it in my highest viewed mirrored video from back in the day, entitled Fakesagan Pwns and Mendham. Let's watch an excerpt from that right now.
Alright, and you guys are talking this Star Trek bullshit about seeding life on other planets when we haven't even learned to stop seeding death on our own. Alright? I can't fucking understand where you guys are coming from with this stuff. This is not the future of humanity. This is the future of humanity. This is the future of humanity. This is the future of humanity. Right, that's where we're fucking going. Okay? You know, you can talk a good game about art and science and culture and yada 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 yada, but at the end of the day, there's only three motherfucking things that you or me or anyone else cares about. I wanna fuck! I wanna fuck! I wanna fuck! Eat and fuck you up! Yeah! Yes, we're very fucking clever. Yes, we're very fucking intelligent, but our intelligence is disproportionate to our wisdom. Alright, so there's the flaw in fucking evolution. There's the flaw in fucking natural selection. It doesn't take the long view. You know, the traits that will foster our immediate survival are selected for. Okay, but the traits that would allow us to survive in the long term are selected against. Okay, a pacifist, you know, nice guys finish last, I guess is the easiest way to put it.
Alright, that's enough of that bullshit. You know, all I can say in my own defense is that the devil made me do it. It's a video about despair, about hopelessness, about all of the things that humanity does wrong. Well, this video, entitled Joyful Old Fakesagan Brings the Hope, is going to be about all of the things that humanity does right. I originally considered the title Hopeful Old Fakesagan Brings the Rapture, but I decided the religious connotations were a little bit too heavy with that title, and they're also very unorthodox religious connotations. Before we begin, a lot of you are going to be wondering where the images that I'm using came from. What's depicted in them? Well, a lot of them are just random images that I gathered off the web. Some of which I don't even understand the context of, but you don't need it. They speak for themselves. Many of these images are going to have to do with humanity's achievements in the areas of science, space exploration, medicine. There are going to be a lot of images from the 9/11 rescue. You know, one fact that I love to tell Americans about time and time again is the fact that after the 9/11 attacks, I A candlelight vigil of hundreds of thousands of people was held for the United States in Tehran, the capital city of Iran, which, as many of you know, is a very anti-Western and very anti-American country. They have a lot of anti-American sentiment there. You know, the reason I love telling people about this is that so few Americans know about it. And why do so few of us know? Because the media has kept it from us. They didn't want us to know. So often the good is hidden from us. After the 2002 invasion of Iraq, I made a video showing images of Iraqi citizens, average people, and of course Iraqi refugees and children in hospitals. And the reason why I did this was to humanize them. Because although Iraq was spoken about quite a bit in the Western media, they weren't showing us anything. Well, by the same turn, a lot of the images that you're about to see in this video are images of the Syrian refugee crisis. 4.3 million displaced human beings. And why? Why is there a Syrian refugee crisis? Because of the United States of America, and to a much, much lesser degree because of the Russian Federation. You know, I would have loved to have seen the United States absorb the lion's share of Syrian refugees for two reasons. One, they are our responsibility. We're the ones that caused this crisis. And number two, because it would have been our honor. It would have been a jewel in the United States' crown, a chance to show the world our values and what we're about. And we have shown the world that, but not in the way I would have liked. You know, this refugee crisis has been so politicized, especially by the quote-unquote alt-right. They talk about how it's going to damage our economy. They talk about how it's an example of multiculturalism forced upon us by the globalists. It's just fucking disgusting rhetoric. Disgusting rhetoric. You know, the plaque on our Statue of Liberty, which comes from a poem called The New Colossus, says, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door." But are we doing that? No, we're not. So where are the Syrian refugees going? Well, most of them are going to Turkey. They've taken almost 2 million. Next after that comes Lebanon, and then Jordan, and then Iraq. A lot of them are going to Egypt. As far as Western countries go, Germany has taken the lion's share, followed by Sweden and France and the United Kingdom. The United States has taken a paltry 1,500. Maybe that figure has grown. I could be looking at old data. But we're not taking as many as we should. I would love to see the United States absorb the most. I think we should be clamoring for these people, playing hungry, hungry hippos to get the most. But we're not doing that. But that's enough politics for this video introduction. This video isn't about negativity. It's about positivity. Like I said, it's about the things the human species does right. So without further ado, joyful old Fakesagan brings the hope. Agni parthene desvinam agrande theotoke nymphianim fefte parthene tiranasa panendrose
Coris semni Vasilis,